Hello, everyone. Mind you that we have a little noise going on, but we got a lot of breaking news right now, as we can report right now. I mean, like, it wasn't just like last year around this time that they did a spring cleaning, and now this time we just found out more WWE superstars have been released after WrestleMania 37, and you won't believe the shocking. I mean, I'm shocking just to report this, but I'm on the report like I thought. The Iconics, Billy Kay, Peyton Royce, has been released. Yes, they was the former women's tag team champions that won it last year at WrestleMania 2 years ago, and they decided to split them up. Billy Kay going to SmackDown and Peyton Royce going to Raw. They didn't do quite too well for their careers in the WWE as well. Also, former multi-time women's champion Mickey James has been released as well. Mickey James was just recently on NXT Takeover for the pre-show. She did a WrestleMania thing. I'm like, are you serious? Was this bound to happen? Because Mickey wasn't a part of the WrestleMania experience that much, but she was part of NXT. It was her when she was on the way out the door. And then we also found out that Chelsea Green, who was supposed to be debuting on SmackDown, she got released as well. And this is a year ago when her soon-to-be husband, fiance Zack Ryder, was released in his pink, sending his pink papers as well. I mean, it's definitely releasing folks, and they got the God-given potentials, and God knows what she might head back to. Should she head back to Impact? Should she head back to going to AEW? Only time will tell. I know Mickey James might be going where her husband going, so she's going to the NWA. I know that for a fact because her husband there. So look for that around sometime within the next 90 days. So could we see Chelsea Green them appear with Cody and Brand on AEW? Only time will tell. But I think Matt McConkey, don't know what he's calling himself. I call him Zack Ryder. He already appeared on AEW. Now he's on Impact. So could she likely return to Impact as Laura Van Ness? No. Also, we found out that Tucker of Heavy Machinery, yes, the group right there. Well, Otis stays. He's with a new team. And Tucker goes. Tucker wasn't doing too well. He was drowning. And now Tucker released. Otis was floundering as well. Like loses money in the big briefcase as well. So Otis and Tucker no more together. Heavy Machinery was broken up last year. Now Otis Tucker is out of a job. Also, on another news, Kalisto. Kalisto, the high flying who challenged for the WWE Cruiserweight Championship, and one of Sasha Banks' best friends has been released. A talent like that, Kalisto, being released, really. And also, Wesley Blake, who was part with Steve Cutler, and I forgot that man named Gunner. I call him Gunner. so he got released as well. So Wesley Blake released. So I know it's sort of weird and crazy that Wesley Blake got released. Um, you know how that be. And the most telling I just found out that WWE superstar and commentator Samoa Joe has been released. Samoa Joe's last appearance was at WrestleMania, covering calling the Raw matches. And now Samoa Joe out of the job. But I know knowing about Joe, Joe is going to find Joe will find work. Either he goes to AEW or Ring of Honor or NWA or Impact. Somebody gonna take Joe. And Joe, he's a great commentator. I mean, WWE dropped the ball on Samoa Joe. You had one of your great commentators. Corey Graves great as well too, but Samoa Joe was even better. It kind of gave the shows a different feel, a different flavor. You know what I mean? Samoa Joe on Raw and Corey Graves on SmackDown now. Corey Graves replaces Samoa Joe, which that's not right. Samoa Joe, a former U.S. champion, a former champion Impact, now has been released. It was the most shocking surprise of Samoa Joe release. And I'm pissed off about that because Joe was a good wrestler. Joe was a good commentator. And why would you drop Joe after he did the work at WrestleMania? He helped cover WrestleMania in the ring. It just fathers me. It fathers me to think like this man went above and beyond to help call WrestleMania when WrestleMania could have been in chaos, first night. But thank God they knew about to do interviews and stuff. Smart thing by WWE and Small Joe and Mike Cole and Pontius. Come on, WWE. Well, like I said, if you're joining in right now, we're talking about WWE releases more superstars after WrestleMania. This is WWE version of their spring cleaning. Spring cleaning, we told you that Billy Kay and Payne Royce, who once were the former WWE Women's Tag Team Champions, the Iconics, has been released by WWE. Also, former multi-time Women's Champion Mickie James has been released. Man. Also, we found out Chelsea Green, and see right there, her soon-to-be husband, Matt Cardona, known as Zack Ryder. Remember last year, around this time, the day of, he was released due to spring cleaning and WWE claiming the coronavirus situation. But could we see the couple join AEW along with Brandon and Cole since they're good friends with each other? Or could we see Chelsea Green coming back to Impact Wrestling to reprise her role as Laura Van Ness? Also, Tucker of Heavy Machinery has been released. Otis stays the cat, but Tucker hadn't had the career he had. He was thrilling. So Tucker has been released by WWE. Man. Also, Kalisto been released as well. Kalisto, former no more contender, former challenger for the Cruiserweight Championship as well. He was once photographed Sasha Banks, so I don't know Sasha Banks how she feels at this moment. But we're getting a lot of stuff. Even Wesley Blake of the Forgotten Sons has been released. So Wesley Blake is no longer employed with World Wrestling Entertainment. And the shocking of it all is Samoa Joe, former Raw commentator. He recently commentated this past WrestleMania, and WWE shows him nothing but nothing for him. Doesn't showcase what WWE done for Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe done it all. Competed for the WWE title, competed for the Universal Championship, but never won. But he became an excellent commentator coming out of it. But now WWE has shown the door to Samoa Joe. We'll have more of these announcements and more updates, more reaction for the superstars this weekend on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join us then. So, for me being Ken Dixon so long, we had breaking news that WWE released more superstars after WrestleMania. See you later.